Act 1, Scene 5. The Messiah Lamb is born human. Revelation 12, 1 through 6. The revelation of Jesus Christ concludes this first act with a shocking event. The Messiah, not a mighty Messiah conqueror, but a fragile Messiah Lamb, experiences human birth. The ultimate enemy, Dracon, the devil serpent god of chaos, also called Satan, is ready, but he is instantly thwarted. John and the mighty messenger stand in their respective places. The stage is completely empty except for the raised platform of the throne center and the presence of God Almighty, always apparent there. The woman who is pregnant appears directly in front of the throne center, fully 9 months pregnant and writhing in pain. John speaks in a straightforward description of the action on stage.
And a great sign was seen in the heaven, a woman dressed in the sun, and the moon beneath her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. She has a child in her womb, and she cries out, having birth pains. She is being tortured to give birth.
Dracon slithers toward the woman, who moves to the other side of the throne center, so that the presence of God Almighty is her protection. Dracon attempts to go around the throne center to attack her, but she is able to keep the throne center between them. The mighty messenger continues the description without pause.
And another sign was seen in the heaven. Behold, a great fiery Dracon appeared, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his heads 7 glittery, spiky tiaras. Its tail dragged a third of the stars of the heaven and threw them into the earth. Dracon stood in front of the woman who was about to give birth, in order that whenever her child might be born, it would devour him.
The woman moves to the back side of the throne center. As she disappears from view behind it, she is fully pregnant and writhing in pain. When she steps out from the invisibility of the back side of the throne center, she is clearly not pregnant and is carrying a newborn child swaddled in her arms. The swaddling is made of the same blazing white material as the garments of the Messiah Conqueror and the Messiah Lamb. The infant also has a thin leather belt across the chest and around the waist, held by a small buckle. The incredible pain on the woman's face is now shining joy. Dracon rotates on the opposite side of the throne center from her, still on the offensive to attack her. John and the mighty messenger speak boldly and powerfully in unison.
And a son was born, a male, who is about to shepherd all the nations with a rod of iron.
The woman lays the swaddled bundle directly on top of the throne center with the presence of God Almighty still shining above it. Dracon makes a single attempt to enter the center and is repelled away. The woman disappears upward off the stage. The mighty messenger says simply,
And her child was snatched away to God and to his throne. The woman fled into the desert, where she had there a place prepared for her from God, in order that there they might nourish her 1,260 days.
End of Act 1, Scene 5. End of Act 1.